A couple of years back. There is Kim Collins, former Commonwealth champion. Remember, lifted gold in Manchester in 2002. The following year, he surprised everyone, turning back the Americans and the Jamaicans with gold in Paris at the World Championships. He's been under 10 seconds for the last 15 years. Nobody has come close to that sort of longevity. There is Asafa Powell. Bit of an enigma though, Powell never produces the goods when it really matters. He finished 5th in the Olympic Games in 2004 and 2008. And yet his world records, well, 9.77 in 2005, twice in 2006, then 9.74 in Rieti in 2007. And then, of course, in 2008, bolt happened. Mike Rogers goes in lane 5, 5th in the World Championships in 9.94. He's a quick starter too, is Rogers, a World Indoor Championship silver medalist at 60 metres. Kilty is the reigning World Indoor Champion at 60 metres. He also took European Indoor 60 gold this last March in Prague. 10.05 Kilty's best. He's worth sub 10 seconds. Be great to see him do it. Harry Zariti should be in lane 7. Just wondering if he's down there, but Ramil Guliev goes in lane 8. Guliev, who was a 6th in the World Championships over 200 metres. He too has a best of 10.08, the Turk, former Azerbaijani. And just checking, yeah, Harry Zariti is definitely a non-starter. And that's a shame. Must have felt something in warm-up, I suppose. So Asafa Powell, captain of the Jamaican team in Beijing, by the way. Commonwealth champion back in 2006. His 9.97 in Beijing in the semi-finals was his 100th sub 10 second time. And then he ran 10 seconds dead for 7th in the World Championship final. He's worth better than that. He's worth more than 7th place in the World Championships, but he just cannot seem to get it right in his head at the big events. Well, away they go. Good start from Asafa Powell there in the green central picture, holding him well as Rogers at the moment. Rogers trying to go with him, but Powell forcing himself clear. He's the biggest man, he's the best of the night. Wins by 1.5 meters. 9.96 for Asafa Powell there. That is not hanging about. The meeting record, well, yes, his name, his man who troubles him again and again, Usain Bolt, 9.85 4 years ago. But that from Asafa Powell is not too bad at all. 9.96 for Powell. And that makes it a fairly special evening for this crowd, and rightly so. 9.96 yet again. That, I reckon, is his 101st clocking under 10 seconds. He's like a machine when it comes to the big commercial races in the circuit. Doesn't always win, but he produces good performances again and again and again. But when it comes to the big events, when the chips are really down, he just seems to crumble. Does Asafa Powell. He was 7th in London in the Olympic 100 metres. He was 7th in the World Championships in Beijing just a couple of weeks ago. Look at Powell. Really good running in lane 2 from Trell Kimmins as well, but they all had to succumb to Powell's superiority. In 3rd place, I think Guliev on the near side, and then Daseolu in 4th. Rogers took 2nd, 10.10, behind Powell's winning time of 9.96. That's a good winning margin, about 1.5 meters. Guliev 10.18, Daseolu 10.28, Kim Collins 10.31. He's a massive character, this is Asafa Powell. You just get the feeling watching him sprinting like that, he could run through a barn door. He's built like one. Well, Daseolu, the European champion in 4th, is certainly out of sorts. 10.28 for him, and he's a sub 10 second performer. Hasn't been able to race as much this season as some men, Daseolu, but it nonetheless has been a long, hard season. He was 28 just 3 days ago. He'll come back, I'm sure, better next year. But tonight, Asafa Powell winning that 100 metres pretty comfortably. 9.96 from Mike Rogers, 10.10. Good running from Guliev, the 200 metre specialist. 10.18 for 3rd. The Turk.